Have you ever considered the intriguing intersection of Islam and science? This question, while simple, opens the door to a rich and complex tapestry of history, philosophy, and theology. Please subscribe the video to keep getting more similar information. It invites us to delve into a topic that is both ancient and incredibly relevant to our world today. The journey we're about to embark on will take us back to the early days of Islamic civilization, when scholars and scientists of the Muslim world were pioneers in fields as diverse as mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They stood at the forefront of scientific discovery, their work guided and inspired by the teachings of their faith. But this is not just a story of the past. The relationship between Islam and science is a living, evolving conversation that continues to shape the Muslim world and beyond. It's a dialogue that touches on questions about the nature of knowledge, the boundaries of human understanding, and the role of faith in a world increasingly shaped by technology and scientific discovery. We'll explore the many ways in which Islam and science have intersected throughout history and how this relationship has evolved over time. We'll look at the ways in which Islamic scholars have approached scientific inquiry and how their work has been informed by their faith. We'll also consider the challenges and opportunities that arise when faith and science intersect in the modern world. This is a story of curiosity, of exploration, and of the quest for understanding. It's a story that invites us to reflect on our own beliefs and assumptions and to consider the ways in which faith and science can inform and enrich each other. So, are you ready to explore this intriguing intersection? To delve into a story that spans centuries and continents, that encompasses both the heights of human achievement and the most profound questions of existence and meaning? Let's embark on this enlightening journey, tracing the evolution of the relationship between Islam and science. The story begins during the Islamic Golden Age, a period spanning the 8th to the 14th centuries. This era was marked by remarkable advancements in various scientific fields. Islamic scholars, with their insatiable thirst for knowledge, made significant strides in mathematics. It was during this period that the world was introduced to algebra, a branch of mathematics that plays a crucial role in modern times, from calculating your grocery bills to sending rockets into space. Astronomy, too, experienced a revolution during the Islamic Golden Age. Scholars meticulously observed the celestial bodies, charting their paths and studying their movements. Their works laid the foundation for the development of astronomical tables and complex astrolabes. These tools not only helped in navigation, but also played a vital role in determining prayer times in the Islamic world. In the realm of medicine, Islamic scholars were no less active. They studied and documented a multitude of diseases, their causes and their treatments. They pioneered the concept of medical ethics, and hospitals in the Islamic world were far ahead of their time, complete with pharmacies, libraries, and specializations. Physics was another field where Islamic scholars shone brightly. They made important contributions to the understanding of optics and light phenomena, which later played a significant role in the development of modern physics. But perhaps one of the most important contributions of the Islamic Golden Age was the preservation and expansion of knowledge. Islamic scholars translated a vast number of Greek, Persian, and Indian texts, thereby safeguarding the wisdom of the ancients. These translations were not merely replicas, they were expanded upon, annotated with new insights, and thus the body of knowledge grew. The cities of Baghdad, Cordoba, and Cairo became the intellectual hubs of the world, attracting scholars from all corners. The libraries in these cities were treasure troves of knowledge, housing thousands of manuscripts on a wide range of subjects. This was an era of intellectual curiosity, a time when questions were encouraged, and the pursuit of knowledge was seen as a noble endeavor. It was a time when Islamic science was not just contributing to, but was at the forefront of global knowledge. This was the golden age of Islamic science. The story begins during the Islamic Golden Age, a period spanning the 8th to the 14th centuries. This was a time when Islamic science was at the forefront of global knowledge, but then a decline set in. What happened? The scientific prowess that once radiated from the Islamic world began to dim. Our understanding of the reasons behind this downturn is multifaceted. a complex interplay of factors that slowly but surely chipped away at the scientific culture that had once flourished. Political instability played a significant role. The Islamic world, which had once been united under powerful caliphates, fragmented into a patchwork of smaller competing states. This created an environment of uncertainty and conflict, which is rarely conducive to the serene pursuit of knowledge. The shifting power dynamics, internal strife, and constant threat of warfare disturbed the tranquility necessary for scientific thought. Invasions also had a devastating impact. The Mongols, for example, laid waste to Baghdad in the 13th century, including the renowned House of Wisdom, a significant loss to the intellectual repository of the Islamic world. Scholars were slaughtered and invaluable manuscripts were thrown into the Tigris River, turning its waters dark with ink. A shift in religious interpretation further compounded these issues. A more conservative interpretation of Islam began to take root, one that was less open to the interpretations and debates that had previously allowed for scientific advancement. This more rigid perspective saw the questioning spirit of science as a potential threat to religious orthodoxy, leading to a stifling of intellectual curiosity. Economic factors, too, cannot be overlooked. As wealth began to dwindle, so did the patronage that had supported scientists and their research. This economic downturn meant that fewer resources were available for scientific inquiry, leading to a further decline in scientific output. The once thriving scientific community in the Islamic world saw a significant downturn. This downturn is a poignant reminder of the intricate relationship between science and society and the delicate balance needed to foster a thriving scientific culture. Fast forward to the modern world, where does Islam stand in relation to science? In the wake of the 19th and 20th centuries, the Islamic world began to rekindle its interest in the sphere of science. This renewed curiosity marked a significant shift as the Islamic world started to reclaim its historical legacy in the domain of scientific discovery and innovation. Let's take a moment to shine a spotlight on a few contemporary Islamic scientists who have made notable contributions to their respective fields. Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan, a Pakistani physicist, is credited with making significant strides in the field of nuclear technology. Another shining star is Dr. Farouk El-Baz, an Egyptian-American scientist renowned for his work in space sciences and his pivotal role in NASA's Apollo program. These individuals, among many others, have carved out their place in the annals of modern science, proving that the spirit of discovery and innovation continues to thrive within the Islamic world. However, like any vibrant discourse, the relationship between Islam and science in the modern world is not without its challenges and controversies. A key point of contention that often surfaces is the debate surrounding evolution. While some within the Islamic world accept the concept of evolution, others maintain a literal interpretation of creation as per Islamic religious texts. This divergence of viewpoints is reflective of the wider dialogue within the Islamic world, where the interplay between faith and reason continues to evolve. In addition, the resurgence of scientific interest within the Islamic world has not been without its hurdles. The realities of economic, political, and educational constraints have often proved challenging. Yet it's essential to remember that these are not unique to the Islamic world and are part and parcel of the global scientific endeavor. In navigating these complexities, the Islamic world has demonstrated resilience and adaptability, fostering a dynamic dialogue between faith and science. This dialogue does not seek to pit one against the other, but rather aims to find a harmonious coexistence where both can thrive. In the modern world, the relationship between Islam and science is complex and multifaceted. It's a relationship that is continuously evolving, shaped by both internal dialogues within the Islamic world and its interaction with the global scientific community. It's a journey that is as fascinating as it is profound, and one that continues to unfold in intriguing ways. In the modern world, the relationship between Islam and science is complex and multifaceted. Education plays a pivotal role in shaping this relationship, doesn't it? Indeed, the role education plays in promoting scientific knowledge in the Islamic world simply cannot be overstated. It is through education that we can foster a culture of scientific curiosity and innovation, a culture that was once prevalent during the golden age of Islamic science. Historically, Islamic societies have placed a high emphasis on the pursuit of knowledge, as they believe it to be a sacred duty. This can be seen in the establishment of the House of Wisdom in Baghdad during the 8th century, where scholars of different faiths gathered to translate, study, and advance knowledge. However, the landscape of education in the Islamic world has seen significant changes over the centuries. Today, the focus of education in many Islamic societies is often on religious studies, with scientific education sometimes taking a back seat. But there's an emerging trend that aims to change this. There are concerted efforts to integrate science education in madrasas, which are Islamic religious schools, and Islamic universities. The goal is to bring science and religion into a harmonious relationship, where both can be studied and appreciated without conflict. These efforts are often spearheaded by forward-thinking educators and scholars who understand the importance of science in the modern world. They aim to inspire a new generation of Muslim scientists, engineers, and innovators who can contribute to the global scientific community while staying true to their faith. But it's not just about adding science classes to the curriculum. It's about creating an environment where questions are encouraged, where critical thinking is nurtured, and where the pursuit of knowledge is seen as a lifelong journey. It's about revisiting the rich scientific heritage of the Islamic world and using it as a springboard to inspire future scientific endeavors. It's about showing students that science and Islam are not incompatible, but rather can complement and enrich each other. Moreover, it's also about making science accessible and relevant. This means not just teaching abstract scientific principles, but showing how they apply to real-world problems. It's about fostering a sense of responsibility towards using science for the betterment of society. In conclusion, education has a crucial role to play in reviving the spirit of scientific inquiry in the Islamic world. It can serve as a bridge, linking the past with the present, faith with reason, and tradition with innovation. Education is the key to unlocking the potential of science in the Islamic world. So, what does the future hold for the intersection of Islam and science? The future is a canvas of possibility. For Islam and science, it's a canvas upon which we can paint a picture of harmony, progress, and mutual respect. The future could see a resurgence of the Islamic Golden Age, where scientific discovery was not only encouraged, but also celebrated within the realms of faith. There are initiatives already in motion that are encouraging scientific research in the Islamic world. Countries like Saudi Arabia, with its Vision 2030, is investing heavily in technological advancement and education, becoming a beacon of scientific progress. In the United Arab Emirates, the Hope Probe mission to Mars stands as a testament to the potential within Islamic nations to reach for the stars, both metaphorically and literally. Moreover, the ongoing efforts to reconcile faith with scientific knowledge is a journey that continues to evolve. Scholars, scientists, and theologians are working tirelessly to find the balance, to show that faith and science, instead of being at odds, can complement and even enhance each other. The dialogue between Islam and science is growing, becoming more nuanced and rich with every new discovery, every new interpretation of ancient texts, every new understanding of the world around us. There are challenges to be faced, of course. The tug of war between tradition and modernity, the need for education reform, the battle against misinformation, these are all hurdles on the path to progress, but they are not insurmountable. With determination, with open minds and open hearts, the future of Islam and science can be one of enlightenment and advancement. The future of Islam and science holds promise and potential, but the journey is far from over. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? From the intriguing intersection of religion and science, we embarked on a historical journey starting from the Islamic Golden Age. This was a time marked by remarkable achievements in various scientific fields, a period where scholars of Islam not only preserved, but also significantly advanced human knowledge. Then we delved into the causes of the subsequent decline. Factors such as political instability, economic challenges, and the lack of a conducive environment for scientific inquiry played a part. It was a time of regression, a stark contrast to the thriving intellectual scene of the Islamic Golden Age. But as we've explored, this decline was not the end. In the modern world, there's been a resurgence, a revival of the Islamic spirit of inquiry and knowledge. Science and technology are once again gaining prominence in Muslim societies, with a growing recognition of their importance in addressing contemporary challenges. Central to this resurgence is education. As discussed, education is the key to fostering a scientific temperament. It's a tool that can bridge the gap between faith and science, encouraging a harmonious coexistence. And it's through education that we can nurture a new generation of Muslim scientists, thinkers, and innovators. Looking ahead, the future holds promise. There's potential for a new Islamic golden age, one that blends faith and science, tradition and innovation. It's a future where Islam and science can coexist, each enriching the other, together contributing to the betterment of humanity. As we've seen, the interplay between Islam and science is a fascinating tale of history, faith and knowledge, one that continues to evolve and shape our world.